Jack McBain, there's your answer. Usov representing Belarus, his first major international tournament. He's committed to the University of Connecticut Huskies, plays in the USHL in North America. Here comes Lavoie, cutting in. Lavoie to the forehand, scores!
Play to their strengths, know what their game is. Liam Foudy did exactly that in the opening win versus the USA.
I asked him about his energy guys, and he thought him and Waters were real key in that game.
I think the energy on the team was tremendous all the way through. You know, one of the things we talk about, energy guy this, energy guy, they all play with energy. They bring it in different forms and shapes, but you got to play with energy.
Foudy on the move. Lavoie was going to the net. He scored a lot of goals from there. Two beautiful tips right in front of the net in that game against the United States.
One day I'm going to do a broadcast that's going to be all cliche. I've decided.
As the Belarusians win the draw, but they'll have to reset in their own zone. It is Daniil Viramichik now in net for Belarus after the starter. TSN Director of Scouting, Craig Button. I love it. I love it. Team Canada.
Yeah, you don't have to go and watch those goalies with the goals against average of 60. You know by the numbers that there's really no reason.
Ty Smith got that play going, fired it down low, and Lavoie was very close to scoring another one for Team Canada. Working with Foudy, but the Belarusians move it up ice. Sergeyenya lost the puck. Lavoie, he's been hungry for that puck. He's back on it, takes a bump in the corner. Back up to the far point. Ty Smith waves for it, gets it, fires, and collision, and right away that'll be blown down. That was Lavoie going to the net, and Hamilton, he really encouraged his boy to play hockey. His father had some concussion issues, wanted his young man to try hockey, and he absolutely loves it and obviously excels at it. And Liam Foudy's dad also played in the CFL. And they're 2 away now from putting up the touchdown here, 5-2. Up on the Belarusians. As Lavoie, Waters, he fires, that's high into the net. That puck already has a goal in this hockey game, and that slides by everybody. Ilya Solovyo has to go back for the Belarusians. He gives it away, though. Waters picks it off, fires, and the netminder, Viramichik, got a piece. That shot didn't get three, and Usov brings it up ice for Belarus. That bounces right on Colton.
The end of the second round of the CHL playoffs, which gives you know, more teams, and then there was some upsets. So that added some more players to the pool.
Dying seconds of the fray, and that pass in front was broken up as Murphy. So pretty good start for the Canadians as we're live and underway here in the Team Canada with a day off tomorrow, then they'll take on Switzerland, and the United States will face Sweden on Sunday as well. So two critical games when it comes to this group. As Johnny Tyconic fires it in. Good job from Foudy behind the net as he raced in there, and then he has the puck stripped by Konachonyak, takes it away from him. Vasilevich just out of his reach, and Ty Smith hustles back. And he accelerates and pulls away as Ty Smith gives it, goes to the net. Smith just couldn't get a stick, gave him a whack.
You call it pinching, I start leading the forecheck.
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh, that's interesting. The defenseman, lead guy on the forecheck. Gives a whole new meaning to having your defenseman join the rush.
It's funny, I was talking with Seth Apper, the head coach for USA. They beat France 50-0 in their warm-up game, and I guess they were warmed up. And he said at one point, everyone was deep. Everyone was behind the red line. I guess somebody should stay back, so they're kind of laughing about it on the bench. I guess when you're up 15, you can have that luxury as Lavoie tries to dig it out for Team Canada. Lavoie back up to the blue line. That shot misses the mark as Ty Smith let it fly. Canada able to keep it in. Lavoie makes contact with his man. Back to Robertson, long shot, and Foudy was looking for the redirect. Swung back up top. Valeno. Ty Smith, pretty dangerous pass.
You right out of any space you have.
6'6", 225 pounds. Hometown, Mississauga, Ontario, just outside of Toronto.
It was interesting watching him play against the USA yesterday, specifically against Jack Hughes. Because he played against Jack Hughes coming up, because I said Jack was playing ahead of himself, so he was in that age group with Kevin Ball. Kevin Ball was making sure that he was being, you talk about being hard on your opponent, Kevin Ball didn't need anybody to tell him that.
Jack Hughes, star for the United States, leads the tournament right now with 3 goals and 3 assists for 6 points as an underager. Draft eligible 2019.
I recall in 2013 there was an underager that led the tournament in scoring. It just slipped my mind. Who is that? Oh yeah, Connor McDavid. 15. They've had some.
Foudy fires, scores! Oh, what a shot from Liam Foudy up top. 6-2 Canada.
In the neutral zone, Liam Foudy recognized that there was going to be an opportunity. Again, we talk about the speed of Liam Foudy, and as he takes off here, he's right through, and now he's got a clean look there, and the goaltender's a little bit off, but you get that puck right on the net like he does, and you get rewarded, a little pop of the water bottle. But it's the speed of Foudy. I'm going to get to that open ice with my speed and give myself an opportunity. Exactly what ends up happening. Now back to the power play. I think they've had some looks. I think they've had some good controlled zone time. I worry about a power play that hasn't scored when it looks frustrated. When it's taken away from your 5-on-5 momentum. I haven't seen that from Team Canada. And if you control the play and you get those looks, you're going to get rewarded. And I think that everything is in order, and I think eventually they'll be able to get results on the power. It's on him, it's not on the guy passing it. Make sure you're crisp in getting to position. You don't want to, because the other teams are scouting this. Sweden's up here scouting this game. You don't want to start giving them any ideas, oh, this is an area we're going to really take advantage of.
Underway here in the 3rd frame in Magnitogorsk. As Foudy goes to work, chases after the puck on the far wall as Konechonyuk beat him to it. Quick shot in front. Ellis stopped it, and that's a goal.
They're a team that's played very well together for a long time. They won the Under-17 World Challenge in Sault Ste. Marie, and they didn't do it with Rasmus Dahlin. He wasn't part of that group. So they don't have a lot of high-end scoring and offensive ability, but they have the ability to create offense throughout their lineups. They have some balance from top to bottom, and they can make you pay on the power play.
And I guess if we've learned one thing about Switzerland in the game earlier today against the United States, you can't sleep on the Swiss. Obviously not the talent that Canada or the United States is enriched with, but they battled.
It was a nice game and it was a nice battle. They got outshot 57-19. It's, you know, and full marks to the Swiss for staying in the game when it looked like it was going to just go topsy-turvy on them real early.
Konechonyuk able to keep it into the blue line as he brings it down low. Back up, and that shot didn't get through from Stepanov. Didn't get good action on it at all. Lavoie jams at it, but the Belarusians continue to cycle. Stepanov, quick shot, glove down, and pulled nuts. I don't.
You know, it's funny, and you always have to be careful when you start using comparables, but we drafted a young man in 1990, 8th overall in Minnesota, by the name of Darian Hatcher. Darian was captain of the 1999 Dallas Stars Stanley Cup, terrific, fierce competitor, and Kevin Ball reminds me somewhat in terms of his demeanor to Darian Hatcher. If I said Kevin, I meant Darian. Sorry. Darian, the current, when you're starting to follow the game and watch the game, you're 7 years old. So that's right his wheelhouse. And for those players, I find myself at times, Brian, I'll talk to players, young guys, and I'll mention somebody and they give you a look. and I immediately in my mind go, ooh, I got to jump ahead about 10 years. because, you know, it's just, the player retired before they were 4 years old or something, right? So, you know, that's, and you think about all the Olympic champion gold medals for Jonathan Toews, and certainly he's not the only one that the players look up to and emulate or say, hey, that's the guy I'd like the most.
Penalty coming up here against the Belarusians. Another 5 minutes to go in the third. Aiden Dudas also will join the team, Craig. He'll hopefully be here for Sunday with Olivier Rodrigue. What does Dudas bring to this team?
He can play in a lot of different spots. And, you know, on the Hlinka team, they moved him up and down the lineup. He's smart. He can make plays offensively. He can be a catalyst player with his tenacity. He can kill penalties. So Don Hay has a lot of options with Aiden Dudas. And again, the quality of player, he brings that, he doesn't bring
period, but Liam Foudy now has scored in both games in this tournament.
Yeah, Liam Foudy looks really good, and Craig Button was talking about his speed in the game, and you can see it as he just kind of darts into a hole, but it's a great pass. As Matthew Robertson gets it up to Alan McShane, and McShane gives it to Liam Foudy. Scored 24 goals with the London Knights in his second season in the OHL. And then what I like about this shot is the water bottle pop. One rotation of the water bottle. It's the quick release, much like his speed and his foot speed. He's able to jump into those holes. He gets the puck in, and a quick shot up underneath the bar. So a very slow period, I think, for both teams, but the Liam Foudy goal is definitely a highlight so far in this game.
Apparently the water bottle flip. What do you give that out of 10?
I like that. That's a 10 out of 10. That's a perfect one rotation and Lance.
All right, sounds
It's impressive.
Good. Canada now with 6 goals in back-to-back games so far. Still a period to go here in Magnitogorsk. But let's hear from the goal scorer. He's standing by with Mary.
So, first of all, of course, describe your goal, please, to us.
Oh, yeah, we had a quick transition there, and Alan gave me a nice pass there, and I just picked it up and tried to get a shot on net, and luckily enough, it went in.
This period, Canada played much better on team defense. How do you think why?
Yeah, I think we really bared down there, and they didn't get much chances there because coach told us we got to bear down, and then we can't let them keep getting chances like that. It's not the way to win games, and we bared down there, and we didn't get too many chances against.
And what do you hope to work as a team in third period?
I think just keep going. Things are rolling that period. We start from the defense and keep going, and if you play good defensively, you'll get more chances offensively.
Thanks you. Good luck.
3 other games on the day 2 schedule at the U18s. When we return, we'll update you on all those other scores.